Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Celsius token, Celsius Network token, the native token for the interest-bearing accounts project run by Celsius, where you can earn interest on your crypto. Um, if you like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Last time I left off Celsius, it was in March, and we're moving sideways essentially against the U.S. dollar. And I said that a breakout is on its way. As we have seen in the past, Celsius token has an interesting relationship with the 20-week moving average uh, in regards to the dollar as well as against Bitcoin. But against the dollar, we see one hold here, which continued on to bring Celsius token from 39 cents to a high of $6.58. Um, and here we see it kind of doing the same thing. We move sideways, essentially. We move sideways and run into the 20-week moving average, and then we see a bounce. Now, as of recent, we haven't yet seen that bounce, but on the brighter end of things, we haven't crashed and we haven't broken the 20-week moving average just yet. You can argue that the price is increasing. We're now at $7.30, pretty much outside of this accumulation zone that we saw here of sideways moving action Celsius, where it was range bound between 650 and like $4.30. We're now at $7.30. Um, and I would still contend that Celsius will have a bounce. If it's able to hold the 20-week moving average like this, we should see further upside for the token, and it would kind of make sense. I mean, when we look at the Bitcoin ratio, at least, this is more telling. We saw a similar thing. We saw it bounce off the 20-week moving average and go sky high. However, the next time we went to the 20-week moving average, we essentially we broke down. But now things are looking a little different. This week showed, or I guess the end of last week, we're able to close above the 20-week moving average once again, and instead of coming back down or wicking up like what we saw a few weeks ago, we broke up. We're now trading at 14,500 satoshis, and it's a good week. We're up 17% against Bitcoin on the week, and I think this is another good sign. I've been talking at length about Bitcoin, its incoming breakout, and subsequent, and before that, uh, you know, touching the 20-week moving average. This would cause liquidity to flow out of altcoins and into Bitcoin. That has not happened. And so, with that said, if things continue on the way they are, then I would make the guess that Celsius is going to bounce off the 20-week moving average against the US dollar and go up to higher highs. When we're looking at just a percentage basis, when we're looking at Celsius, from the bottom to the top, we went up about 1,800% against the US dollar. Now, I don't think that's going to happen this time around. Okay. Um, an 1,800% move from here would be we would be talking about valuations of like 90 $89, and when we're talking about market cap, that would I would think that would bring it up in the top 10, which I think is a little stretch. I think Celsius at its best days was in the top 20, and I think when it was at the levels that it was in at the end of the year, I think it was in the top 20. So with that said, that kind of valuation's a little too much for me to believe in. Um, but we should see some kind of double-digit Celsius token in the near future. We don't know how long this bounce is going to take, or riding the 20-week is going to take, but I think in the end we'll be on the better side of the 20-week moving average. And when we look at Celsius, it kind of makes me think of like uh, uh, you know chainlink, in the sense where it rides the 20-week moving average on the US dollar, and in this point here, it was for a considerably long period of time. Right, we're talking from September to January, we saw Chainlink ride the 20-week moving average. At the same time, when we look at the link Bitcoin ratio, we saw it also ride the 20-week fairly often, but break down the 20-week. But when it got back up is when we saw the rally. And so I would kind of attribute that and kind of overlay that with the Celsius Bitcoin ratio. When we look at Celsius versus Bitcoin, we saw the breakdown of the 20-week moving average down below. We were able to rally back up, and now we're above the 20-week moving average. So much like Chainlink, I wouldn't say that the move, sorry, that's Litecoin. Uh, the move isn't going to happen overnight, although we are up 5.5% for the week, for the day, up to 2.36% for the week, but last week we moved up 28%. So I think when we're above the 20-week moving average, the move might not come instantaneously as much as we hope it would. It will take time, and however, I think in the long run it will fare better, and it will continue to outpace Bitcoin. At the same time, if it does outpace Bitcoin, odds are the US dollar is going to continue to rise, and then we should see a $10 or at least a $10 Celsius token, or a double digit Celsius token in the near future. But that's all for today, you guys. Just wanted to bring that to you. We're still riding the 20-week on Celsius token, Celsius network token, and things are still the way they are. They have been since the last video. If things remain the same, if Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, if we get into the 40 level and then into the 30s, I would expect Celsius token to be a part of that drop, causing the drop of Bitcoin dominance. In other words, altcoins will move up. Celsius is an altcoin, therefore there's a chance that there is a probable chance that Celsius will be part of that move. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.